What's up, everybody? Renfail here with the Homeworld 3 demo that's out for the next few days. If you want to give it a shot, you probably should. It's on Steam and Epic Game Store. This game was recommended to me after I finished Baldur's Gate 3. I've never played the first two games, so I didn't know anything about this series. The new game is coming out, I believe, in March. I'm interested, but at the same time, I have Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out, and I'm a little nervous because my gaming laptop is a little older, and this is a PC-only game, and my specs are right in the middle between their minimum and recommended, so I'm not sure what the performance is going to be like. Also, I don't believe there's any controller support, and as a general rule, I tend not to play games that force me to use mouse and keyboard. I like the option to go between the two because I just have really bad tendonitis and just yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, I still want to give it a shot because it looks amazing from the trailers I've seen. The demo's out. We're going to try it and see what I can see today. I actually had loaded up earlier and jumped right in and realized I probably need to run the tutorial first. So I decided to come back out, re-record the intro, which is what this is, and we're going to go run the tutorial now so that I actually learn the basics of how to play this game. Because it does look similar to things I've played, but also different. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. And while we're doing so, don't forget if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams here and on Twitch. Let's see what the performance is like.
Training will begin with reviewing and testing fleet functionality necessary for future missions.
It looks good. I probably need to adjust the audio a little bit. Settings, audio. Let's just take everything up. Bring the music down a little bit. I guess we're good. Apply those settings, resume. Alright. So what am I supposed to do here? Complete objectives to
Mission
advance.
goals are expressed as objectives.
Okay.
Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently. Situational awareness is key for control over the battlefield.
Okay. Camera lock rotation. To look around with the camera must be engaged by pressing and holding the right. If using modern controls, the camera will look around the camera's current point of view. If using classic controls,
Practice rotating your view.
Okay.
Rotate your view to get a better angle of the mission area. Center the view on the mothership. Now rotate to look at the asteroid bay.
Rotate.
And now rotate your view to look at the friendly carrier.
But I'm not rotating. Okay, that's that. What did you say, the carrier?
Next is moving your view. Attempt this now.
Camera. WS? Like, this is the shit that drives me nuts because I'm a controller fan and I don't like weird layouts like D and A. Press right click to engage the camera and then you have to do this shit. Like, that's really annoying.
Move your view to closely view the nearby asteroid bay. Finally, adjust the height of your view to gain or reduce elevation in the mission area.
I played that Battlestar Galactica game on Steam last year, and it had verticality to the playing field as well.
Attempt to gain a close view of the Allied carrier above now.
Alright. Uh-huh.
The zoom command can accomplish the same task, albeit more easily. Try this now.
Yeah, I much prefer the zoom, thank you, but it needs to be sped up.
Quickly return to via a dedicated command. Try this now.
Backspace. F4.
Attention.
Backspace. Pressing space or clicking on the button at the lower center of the HUD will toggle the sensors manager view. Okay.
The Sensors Manager is critical for quickly surveying the entire mission area all at once. Good. The direction of critical positions in the mission area will be shown on the sensors gyro.
Directional gyro. Oh my god, this is going to be confusing. Okay. Wait for your arrows that appear on the surface. There are 3 types of arrows. Combat that are red, objective by yellow, and flagship is blue.
The first marker shows the direction of the mothership. This second marker points towards objectives and related points of interest. Finally, the last marker indicates the direction of any combat events currently underway.
Okay.
The Sensors Manager allows you to see the positions of the fleet, as well as their line of sight. Orders can also be issued from this view. All units have a sensors range, their effective sighting radius as a sphere around them. Units outside this range are usually undetectable, and these areas are the dark fields of the Sensors Manager. All units have differing sensors range. Spreading ships out, or building units that specialize in high sensor range, can provide crucial information on enemy positions.
Okay.
Resources are highlighted with triangular points of interest.
Okay.
Exit the Sensors Manager to continue. At any time, a tactical pause can be issued. Use this to your advantage to plan or issue orders under high stress or time-critical situations.
Tactical pause and time dilation. Current game speed and virtually pause. Press P. To adjust the speed of gameplay, use P up and down. Okay.
Initiate and then cancel a tactical pause now.
Okay, so that I can tactical pause active. Okay.
Note that while paused, units cannot react to orders. Likewise, objectives cannot be completed. Operation speed can be reduced by intervals of 25% using the dedicated command. Try this now. Before beginning operations, we will focus on the mothership.
Okay, to focus the camera on the selected R. Okay, F is gonna. Man. These controllers are so wonky. Okay. Here's.
Try this now.
What does this mean? It's like or Alt right Alt F. That didn't work. Drag a box over the unit to select it. So I don't understand the one on the right where it shows the mouse.
Use the dedicated command to focus on the mothership.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Alt F.
When ships have been focused on, your view will be set to orbit around the subject. Attempt to orbit your view around the mothership with it in focus.
That doesn't work. Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Complete objective. Rotate the camera while focused on a unit. Okay, I see.
Your view can also be zoomed in and out from the subject. Try this now.
Okay.
Now for commands. All unit operations begin by designating a unit to issue orders to.
Select unit, left click or drag the box. Press and hold L shift while selecting to add the current selection instead of replacing
Start
current
by
selection.
selecting the resource controller.
Okay.
All you send. Not all ships are combat vessels, but each class of ship has a unique role, function, and set of abilities. The mothership is a slow but well-armored shipyard, capable of fending off rudimentary threats on its own. The resource controller's resource ability is used to harvest resource units, RUs, primarily from resource patches found in asteroids or structural debris.
Okay. To produce additional units for the fleet or research new technology to enhance existing fleet resources as required. Resources can be found in asteroids, containers, blah blah blah. To harvest resources, select a resource controller and click on or press the hotkey of the resource ability button to have the resource controller automatically search for. No, I would rather do the automatically.
With the resource controller selected, begin a resource
So there's
operation.
hotkeys. Okay, that's weird.
These RUs will be used in further ship production and research. Additional resource controllers allow the collection of RUs from multiple resource sites at the same time.
So it's gonna head out over here and
Resource
harvest these
controllers
things.
are unarmed and should be protected. While very vulnerable, they have several additional uses, including recovering mission vital objectives in the AO, and in some circumstances, even capturing enemy ships. Growing the fleet is essential for every operation.
Some units and their abilities require research before they can be produced or used. Research can be done via the build management panel. However, okay, class B.
Open the build and research command interface to begin unit production.
Mothership.
In some instances, technology must be researched before production can begin. Recon strike craft are now available. Research in order to produce a small contingent of ships for the fleet. Now that the technology is available, the fleet can be reinforced.
Produce units to grow the fleet. Press B. There's way too many commands. I'm telling you that much right now, and they're weird. They're not the commands that I'm used to doing for most other games. Like all this L shift, R shift, right alt, right control, left control. Wow. All right. Click on
and carriers specialize in unit production.
Click on the recon entry to research the unit.
As well as more resources. If the fleet runs out of resources, production will stall during its
That's not what I
creation.
wanted to do. Hold L shift or right shift while selecting. It did 5?
We'll need a contingent of recon strike craft.
I guess we're gonna make 10 of them, it looks like. Okay.
Military units can be selected for orders like non-military ones, but all military units can be selected at once through the dedicated command. Try
Okay.
this now.
F4 to select all military
Move
units.
the contingent of recon ships to the marked point to scout beyond our position.
To shoot more, select at least one unit capable of moving, then tap right click on a surface. I don't understand the movement disc thing.
Our units can take advantage of terrain as a shield against oncoming threats. During combat, pilots will attempt to take advantage of whatever cover is nearby, but giving them path directions that take advantage of cover can be paramount to mission success.
Ops, update. Resource operations underway. DC, this is Recon Lead.
Oh,
Requesting dock.
I'm assuming the green lines are like pathing? Those were weird.
DC, we are on approach. You got room for us?
What is that?
This is Carcassonne, DC. Approach vector and base sent. You're one in line.
Move the strike craft to the marked destination near the terrain.
I did. Now, how did that... I don't know how I brought up that ring window.
Fleet, Recon Lead. We're on station.
Oh, it was with the W button.
Destination confirmed. Scout on station.
First, select the recon ships, then direct them to the target position.
I did. How did I go up again? Like that.
Units can also be directed to positions out in open space.
Oh, so you have to get it to the green point. I see.
Destination confirmed.
So is that the maximum amount of distance they can travel, I guess? Okay.
Move the recon strike craft to the designated location.
I did.
Scout on station. Recon, move complete.
Move the mouse cursor away from the selected and press.
All corners, resource area clean.
I don't have.
Attention.
Okay.
Hostile presence detected
I
ahead.
keep not getting them all here. To attack one or more hostile targets, select a unit capable of attacking them. Press and hold Control. Drag it to create an attack bounding box. Okay. Or just right click it. Okay.
Direct our units to engage the hostile presence.
F4. Attack it.
Break off. Cycle tracking on me. Lock it up. Increase thrust.
It's pulling out of scope.
Priority alert. Strike craft suffering heavy losses.
Recon here. Target
Locked up.
destroyed.
Evading.
Okay.
Can't shake him.
It's got some very Battlestar Galactica space movement too. There's only so far you can zoom in, so. Alright. One more.
Break back.
Well, let's pause and attack and unpause.
Material site locked in. Collection underway.
Can I move this?
Standing by.
Position secured. Ship behavior can also be controlled through formations and stances.
Okay. Put units in information. First select at least 2 units, then either left click on formation button, the select button, or cycle between.
Start a new formation.
F4. Selection panel.
Formations change how ships align themselves in relation to one another.
Oh, so
Formations can affect grouping, ability to focus fire damage, and even vulnerability to certain weapon types. In addition to placing units in formation,
Aha!
behavior can be fine-tuned through stances.
Stances affect how units behave, particularly when in formation. To change a unit's stance, first select at least one unit, then either the stance button. Aggressive, evasive, neutral.
Stance influences many factors, including unit formations, attack patterns, and cover usage.
Okay.
Copy, fleet. Just keep us out of sight, okay?
Taking fire.
Let's do this.
Cycle Allied ships inbound.
Alert. Strike craft suffering heavy losses.
We got some allied interceptors coming
We're
in.
hit. Kinetic fire.
Receiving. Go with message.
Can't shake him.
At least I've got allies coming
Going
in. Though.
defensive. Clean kill.
Increase power. Displace.
Let's go aggressive.
Cover when you can. Blast whatever you see.
I'm on my way.
Damage nearing critical.
Alright, we're good.
Understood. Holding steady.
Hostiles destroyed. Transferring command of the Allied interceptor strike craft to you now.
Okay.
Your ships have suffered casualties. Replace and reinforce the fleet as resources become available. Units can be quickly repaired by sending them to dock with either the mothership or a carrier. Dock with the carrier now.
Fighter selected. Click on a carrier.
Go for carrier control.
Interceptor reads.
Carrier comms open.
Did I pause it? No.
Guard
Right
confirmed.
click.
Helm. Confirm SO.
There we go.
This is flight lead looking to put down. Echo back.
Karkashan DC confirms.
As mentioned prior, carriers can also build units. Switch to the newly transferred carrier in the build menu to begin unit production from it. To bolster our fleet, build additional interceptors from the carrier now.
I forget what it was. Left shift? How many was I supposed to build? I forget how to do the, There we go.
That strike craft was built from the mothership rather than the carrier.
Oops.
Be certain to designate the carrier from the build panel.
Oh, sorry. Okay. My bad. This is me struggle busing.
While carriers can't build capital ships, they're more mobile than the mothership and can quickly reposition themselves across a battlefield.
Reminds me of Everspace 2. The music reminds me of Everspace 2 and like a cross between Everspace 2 and Battlestar Galactica. Very, very relaxing music.
Bolstering unit numbers is only one way to reinforce the fleet. New abilities for units can also be researched, which will give units extra utility or an edge in battle.
Begin researching the ability upgrade for interceptors.
Okay, so there's an upgrade button. Overcharge research.
Receiving. Send. Once researched, the technology is made available for all units it applies to.
Okay.
Most units will not use their abilities automatically and must receive direct orders. With good timing, this can turn the tide of an operation. Test the newly researched ability now.
Activate interceptor.
Send transmission.
Drastically increase weapon fire rate for a short time.
Good. The ability will be active for a short period of time before going on cooldown.
Okay.
Using unit abilities frequently will give you an advantage in battle.
Okay.
The next location will allow units to take advantage of the tunnel to navigate, shielding them in the event of oncoming fire. Direct the contingent to the target position.
Okay. Select all units. No. No, no, no. I need to...
Copy. On our way.
Can I tell the carrier to go over there too?
Send message. Helm, update.
Look at the
Move us out.
weird pathing it took. Okay, those are my
Ready to copy.
combat units.
Understood. Moving now.
Location secured. No hostiles detected.
Okay.
Move the contingent of recon ships to the designated area above to gain cover and a vantage point.
Green line confirmed.
Hostiles are intercepting a friendly carrier. We must provide aid.
Alright.
Ready.
Do it.
Attack the enemies now.
Working on it. Where are my dudes at?
Flight is on station. We're ready. Go for interceptor.
Okay, where are my guys and why are they not doing anything?
Awaiting orders. Intercept course punched in.
That I don't know why it took them a second to do that. Okay.
Ready. Enemy frigate targeting.
Can't get loose.
Enemy frigate. Engaging target.
So it's automatic unless I manually tell them what to
We have
attack.
contact. Enemy frigate.
The combat effectiveness of an engagement force is often directly proportional to its ship composition, size, and ability to focus fire on an enemy.
So I'm focus firing her. There
Cannon
is some
fire
hitching
missiles
going on.
travel through real
Not a
space
big
and
deal.
will collide with obstacles. Positioning ships behind large objects or behind other larger ships, such as the mothership, can significantly blunt the effect of certain enemy assaults.
Enemy frigate. Engaging target. We have contact. Enemy frigate. Break. Break. We're inbound. That did it. Engaging frigate. Go for ETO. Blast. Tracking strike craft on approach. Meet them head on.
Kill them all.
Interceptor on station.
TNC's freezing up. Give me a second.
We're clear to contact. Hostile strike craft.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Attacking strike craft.
Combat operation successful. We have now practiced all the techniques necessary for our main operations. You may exit basic combat training, or remain for instructions on more advanced operations.
I don't think I need advanced for the moment. I would like to try the actual demo. Performance doesn't seem horrible on my old laptop. Alright, so there's an actual demo here. I want a private game. What's interesting is they have quick war games, and then they have whatever this is. Create game. I'm only ever going to be interested in, like, campaign. Like, I have zero desire to play this multiplayer. Private. Create lobby. Why is this giving me an issue? Platform user login. It's interesting that this has a multiplayer. I didn't realize, you know. Are we getting a bug? Alright, let's try this again. Play War Games demo. I'm gonna restart it and see what happens. It won't even, I gotta Control-Alt-Delete, kick this thing out. There we go. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Alright, I think it's working now. I don't know what was going on there. Game settings, standard difficulty, all that good stuff. Let's do this. Okay.
Sizable incarnate forces incoming. They are pushing further into friendly space. Higaran Command suspects there is an incarnate base within this sector.
Alright.
Engage hostile forces and plot a route to their base of operations. We must find and destroy this base.
Okay.
Enemy forces arriving shortly. Begin resourcing operations immediately. Command will send an objective soon.
So I wonder if their lips are supposed to move when they're, or is it just a static image, kind of like, well, we'll figure it out later. View past communications, gameplay events. Let's pause. The first thing I want to do, I think, is build. Yeah. I do not have an unlimited amount of resources, so. What is L? Auto launch on. Okay, F4 is going to give me all of this. Resistance expected, secure resources. Oh man, can I somehow turn up the...
Incoming hyperspace signatures detected. Ready for attack.
Systems go. Send.
Let's do it.
Receiving.
Attack. Alright, why is that not working?
Go for interceptor. We got it on lock.
There's some wonkiness because sometimes it doesn't want to go when I tell it to go. So there's definitely some wonkiness in this. Secure resources.
Enemy strike craft closing. Look alive.
Can't get.
Blocking up strike craft. Enemy strike craft.
Targeting strike craft.
Combat alert.
Combat alert where?
DC, we are on approach. You got room for us?
Yeah, controller here.
Yeah, I copy you.
Receiving.
A civilian convoy has been attacked and scattered throughout the area. Locate and rescue all civilian vessels.
How did I tell this to...
Ready to copy.
Well, it doesn't matter. I wanted to
Targeting strike
repair, but apparently we're not going to get to repair. Okay, something about...
Ready. Ops update. Resource operations underway.
Marked. Vectoring in.
I need to be able to speed up the pause and stuff. Let's move
Carrier
the
comms
carrier
open.
up.
Send. Send transmission.
Hostiles tracked.
Combat alert.
Adjust.
Systems go. Send.
Oh, we're capturing.
Corvette destroyed.
Interceptor read. Corvette's weapons range. Engaging.
So we're capturing. All right. Espérame un segundo, guys. 1 minute, guys. I gotta pause this. If I can remember how to pause it.
Command. Carrier holding station.
All right. I need
Awaiting
to.
orders.
DC flight. On your call.
Increase thrust.
They're all over. DC. This is Recon Lead. Requesting dock. Send message.
I'm on my way.
Tracking strike craft on approach. Meet them head on.
No, I don't remember how to. Okay, yes. So I am repairing.
Range set.
Contact. Enemy strike craft. Kinetic
Go
fire.
message.
Go after anything.
God,
you
they're
can
killing
lock
all my
up.
dudes. So
Shake 'em.
We're blocking up strike craft.
I don't remember how to pause. I thought it was the
Inbound.
P button.
They're all over me. Tracking hostile Corvette. They're firing. Corvette down.
I think I just failed.
Confirm.
I
Enemy
lost all
Corvette
my
destroyed.
ships. Maybe not.
Controller here. Go ahead. Send message.
How does this work? Is he gathering resources? Okay, I need to, like... We're coming out of the... Yeah, enemy forces are on the move. I know.
Combat alert.
Where's this Corvette?
Corvette closing.
Corvette in range. Engaging.
Corvette is off the board. And we have contact. Corvette.
Adjust scope angles.
Tracking clear
Angle
radar.
on targets in range.
I'm coming in.
Flight is on station. Bomber lead standing by.
Okay.
Send message. Position confirmed. Attacking enemy. Tracking hostile Corvette. Corvette neutralized.
I'm a little confused by a couple things because I thought the P button was supposed to pause, and it's not pausing for me. So I need to. I could have sworn that's what it told me.
Closing on strike craft. Threat detected. Enemy strike craft.
Ops, update for you. Target site is low. Sensor alert, enemy strike craft. Shortly.
Brace for impact. Reporting critical.
We have contact. Enemy Corvette.
Tracking solid here. Use my lead.
Confirmed.
Engaging Corvette.
Enemy Corvette contact. Close the range. Carrier has closed. Target locked.
So we're-
Engaging enemy Corvette.
Okay.
Target Corvette is listing. Take it off the board.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Fleet, taking fire. Enemy strike craft engaging.
Watch your break.
DC, this is Recon Lead.
Why are you going back to that direction? There is some wonkiness here for
Command,
sure.
Carrier on location. Ready to copy.
Alert. Enemy Corvette engaging.
Fleet, enemy strike craft closing fast. Gunnery, swat them down.
Well, here we go. Doesn't really matter. So I have a max right now.
Closing, please advise.
Targeting Corvette.
Complete.
Corvette is off the board. This is bomber lead. Move complete.
Okay. Where's the other? Okay.
Go for interceptor. Copy. We are inbound.
I don't know what the 30 of 30 means. I guess it means we've made all we can make for now.
Strike craft closing in. Targeting strike craft. Sensor alert. Enemy strike craft.
Ready. Standing by.
Fleet, this is bomber lead.
Sensor alert, enemy strike craft.
We have contact. Corvette. Hostile Corvette destroyed. Copy. Flight inbound.
Alright, now we're
Challenge
decaptured.
complete. Targeting strike craft. Hostile strike craft on intercept. Requesting support. Target down.
I feel a little overwhelmed because I just jumped into the deep water and it's like the P button is not working for pausing. Unless I was supposed to hit something else like Control P, Shift P. That didn't work. Control P, Alt P. Nope. Why did it go back to my carrier? My carrier's been destroyed? How was my carrier destroyed?
Standing by.
Well, obviously something happened that I didn't quite understand, but it's all good. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm 45 minutes in. I've gotten what I need so far for a first impressions video of this. Let me go look at the launch date because it's something I don't remember. When is this launching? Because I feel like it was going to be smack up against Dragon's Dogma 2, Homeworld 3 launch date. March 8th. Oh no, it's going to be... So that would give me... How many weeks would it give me to play this? If I did that from the 8th, it would give me 2 weeks to play this before Dragon's Dogma. Is that feasible? I mean, it's possible. I don't know yet. First impressions. The camera controls are wonky as hell. Like, it seems really slow to drag. I was reading someone else's review earlier. Excuse me, that said that was one of their takeaways. was that there felt like there was some overall jank to everything. Like the camera controls didn't feel like good. The pathing felt weird, and we saw the pathing got all weird. They would go off in a different direction instead of where they were supposed to go. Um, we don't like there was a lot of times when I was trying to click on something to send them there and they didn't want to go, and I would use the drag like they told me to, and it didn't want to send those into attack. The pause button wasn't working on the second time when I got into the actual demo as opposed to the tutorial. That could have been user error, but I thought they just said it was the P button. I don't know. I felt like there was some overall jank, and the question is, I don't know when this build is from. So like, how old is this build? Is this indicative of, you know, something that's fairly close to the launch product, or is this something from 6 months ago? Like, we just don't know. I'm genuinely surprised by the performance because I know on the Steam page it had said, because I have a 1080 in my laptop, it's an older laptop, but they had said that that was like middle of the road specs, and I wasn't sure. And I'm running on Ultra. Everything was running on Ultra. There was a couple of little times when it hitched, but um, my fans never even kicked on for the GPU, so obviously it ran. I mean, it seems to be optimized fairly well. The voiceovers are good. I don't know if there's any, like, I don't know enough about the story here to know what's going on. It reminds me of that Battlestar Galactica game I played. What was that game? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Deadlock, Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. It reminds me a little bit of that with the verticality to the environments and everything else. But I'll tell you what, I felt overwhelmed by this. Not gonna lie, this felt extremely overwhelming. Like even the tutorial was like, that's a lot of information overload with all these unique controls that I'm just not used to doing because I don't play games that have controls like World of Warcraft different. You know, playing Enshrouded right now, mouse and keyboard and console controller, excuse me, Xbox controller. It feels different. Baldur's Gate 3, Wasteland 3, you know, all the games that I play, RPGs, CRPGs, FPSs, so on and so forth. I've never played something where it's like they're wanting you to use specifically like right alt, right control, left shift versus right shift, different button. Like there's way too many commands to figure out just in one go. So first impressions, intriguing. I don't know. What's the cost? I'm looking it up here real quick. It's gonna be $60. Ouch. I don't know that if that's yeah. I'll have to think about that. Because I didn't, you know, I would need to know what the story is. Is there going to be narrative? Is there going to be story? If any of you out there can answer that for me in the comments below, please let me know because that's going to be the determining factor of if I spend $60 on this or not. If it was a $30 purchase or a $40 purchase, I would feel pretty comfortable. But $60, I don't spend $60, $70 on titles unless I know that I'm going to get full enjoyment out of it. So yeah, I'd love to hear if anybody knows what the narrative experience is going to be like. If you've played the first two games, what's that like? Or is it going to be just like this, where they're just missions with some sort of vague story about alien incursion, stuff like that? I would need to know more, but I'm intrigued. My first impression is that it's. I don't want to say anything too negative. I just think that it's intriguing. There was some jank, but that's what a demo is for. Hopefully, they're adding polish to this between now and the launch. Like I said, I don't know what the build was that we just played. Intrigued, but not enough that I would be like, oh my god, I gotta buy this. I need more information. So those of you who know more about this, please let me know in the comments below so that I can help make an educated decision. Yeah, that's about where I am on this. You can also play it. I believe the demo is available until. Let me go back to something really quick. I'm going to click on this because it's going to take me out to the Steam page. Because I want to see when the demo is available. I feel like it's available till the 12th, but I could be wrong on that. It doesn't actually tell me. Is there a post? I'm trying to find this information for you guys really quick. Okay, Monday, February 5th. Here it is. Free trial. February 5th until February 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So you've got another few days to do this until February 12th. It says it supports up to 3 players as they engage waves of hostiles in a series of increasingly challenging encounters. Players can find teams. See, that's the other thing is like I have no desire to do the multiplayer component of this. I just, was wondering. So I wonder if this is going to be a game where they want you to play multiplayer. I don't really know. Um, I need to learn more information about this game. So yeah, comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update as I continue to do first impressions videos and play all the games that we play here. Don't forget, we multi-stream every single day here and on Twitch. There's a Discord. Check out all the other things we do here. Don't forget to check out a copy of my latest fantasy novel. Links are down below. I'll see everybody in the next one. Stay safe. Happy gaming.